I'm Christian Schneewers with Bare Knuckle News, and I'm here with the big winner tonight, Helen Peralta, a first-round stoppage, and you're now the BYB Featherweight Champion. How does that feel right now?
It feels good, but I feel like it's too heavy on this side, so I feel like I need another belt on the other side, on my other shoulder, maybe 135. If Patty is able to handle her business, I'm open to that too.
So you're ready to think right about another belt right now?
Yeah, well, while training for Medina, I watched her last 3 fights were against Patty, the current champion at 135. I know she already has a fight lined up, so if she's able to retain the title and comes out without any injuries, I'll be open to do that too.
Amazing. Now, looking back to that fight, it was a great combination, and I think the deciding punch was an uppercut. Was it something that just happened in the fight, or did you specifically prepare for that combination?
Well, you know, it's bare knuckle, and when people get hit, they tend to put their head down. I was looking at my fights, and I noticed I used to do that. So I decided, how would I beat Helen? And it would be an uppercut. So now I started integrating those, just a random time, just quickly. If you're not there, fine, but I'm always prepared to counter or move out of the way if I miss.
Now, you just told me something very interesting off camera. You throw the uppercut very unconventionally, right? You don't throw it like a regular uppercut. How do you do that?
I throw my uppercuts coming up like that, just to make sure that I only hit with these 2 knuckles. When you throw an uppercut this way, you can get your hands swollen, you know, it takes longer to heal. I want to get back to the gym right away. By throwing the uppercut this way and the hooks that way, I always make sure that I'm only connecting with those 2 bigger knuckles and protect my metacarpals so you don't get any of those boxers fractures.
And when you hit her with that punch tonight, did you realize or did you see right away that it was very difficult for her to get back up?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to recover from uppercut because you're not expecting it, and also that momentum coming up. We do work a lot of legs workouts with combinations that we put a chair in front of the uppercut bag, so I have to sit all the way down and come up, sit all the way down and come up. So every time I throw an uppercut, I know there's a lot of power behind it.
Monica Medina is a very experienced opponent, and she has a lot of wins. She's a former champion. Did you expect a longer fight tonight? You told me yesterday you're ready for anything, but I'm sure you were ready for a big challenge and going all the rounds too.
No, actually I was expecting a first round finish. While she was doing her little, you know, I know she was just selling the fights. Actually, I think she's really cool. When she was selling the fight, she gave away her game plan. She said she was going to me up. She was going to pick me apart, you know, she was going to pick me, you know, apart and make me deal with the weather here and like how hot it is and like put me to the ringer so that she can get me tired and then get a finish. So that told me that she's not thinking about I'm going to go crazy in the first round. So I thought, you know, I was warming up. I got really tired. I was like, you know, maybe she's right. Maybe I need to get out of here in 1 round so I don't get tired.
So she kind of gave away the game plan, and
yeah,
you adjusted to that.
Of course. I'm like, she wants to draw the fight out so that she can get me tired. So I'm just going to give her 100% of me in the first round and see how that works out for her.
Now, how gratifying is this victory for you after your last fight? I remember our interview back there. You were very unhappy with how it went, and you had that big cut, and you knew you were going to be out of the trigon for a little bit. So how happy do you feel right now compared to that last fight in Mississippi?
Oh, complete different night and day. I feel so happy because it's not just that I got a cut the way it happens and how unapologetic she was. I felt like it was intentional. Even though they said it was unintentional, I felt the difference, you know, because her reaction, it wasn't like, oh, I'm sorry. It was like, why? I don't know what happened. Come on, you broke my face. How are you not going to feel that? I felt like somebody hit me with a hammer. If she would have shown any sign that she was apologetic, I'd be like, you know, it's an accident, it happened, it sucked that it happened to me, but, you know, you live to fight another day. It was the lack of concern that she had for my you know, my well-being. I know she's my opponent, but when you do something that's a fault, if you didn't mean to, you should show that you didn't. Her, you know, the way she conducted herself after the fight, smiling for the camera after she broke my face, it was very upsetting for me.
Now, after this fight, did you have a little word also with Monica in there? There was a little bit of back and forth before the fight, but I guess it's all respect right now.
Oh yeah, it's all respect right now. I think she's a really cool person. Actually, like, we had an interview together at Zoom, not in the same room, and I told him, like, oh man, that's someone I can be friends with. You know, she seemed like a real person. She's very respectful. Of course, we got to sell the fight. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, we are going in there to shorten each other's lifespan. So, you know, you got to have a little bit of fire in you.
Now you just beat an amazing Puerto Rican fighter. Now you said you're looking forward to facing a Mexican fighter in Patty Juarez, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you already mentally prepared for that fight too, visualizing? You told me you don't do that much, right? Visualizing fights, but how much is she on your mind already?
Well, the thing is that Medina's last 3 fights were against Patty. So as I'm preparing for her, I already prepared for Patty already. So if she retains her title, I'm here for it.
How many other goals do you have in this sport? Now there's so many opportunities coming up with the merger between BKB and BYB. You also want to fight overseas, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. I have not gotten the chance to fight overseas. So that would be pretty nice, especially the UK, you know, that the energy there is different, you know, the respect, you know, whether you win or lose, the people are just, they're able to appreciate the type of energy that it takes and how much you put into the universe when you put yourself. It's almost like walking out there naked, you know. It's easy to sit in the crowd, get drunk and yell instructions, but when you put yourself in the line like that, you're literally exchanging your energy with the universe and everybody that shows up.
What legacy do you want to leave in this sport?
More than anything, I want to be a motivational speaker, and all this crap, that's just me collecting cool stories to go with it.
What is the main source of motivation for you to keep going and doing these fights? What inspires you to do that?
Life beats my every single day. So, you know, recently, I'm actually homeless right now, so my back was against the wall, or the ropes, and I didn't have a choice to. I couldn't choose to lose. Like, it was impossible. There was no way, because I mean, you cannot go any lower than the bottom. So right now, I find myself rock bottom. There's only one way up, you know, out of here is up. There's nothing else.
You actually mentioned it yesterday, right after the weigh-in, that this fight gave you some sense of purpose, right? You got that fight, and it kind of was lighting you up again to pursue your goals. Was it like that? Do you have that fire within you again?
Oh, absolutely. All I was doing was drinking vodka and feeling sorry for myself. Then when the fight got lined up, I'm like, now I have a reason to not do it. And there were days that were tough. There were days I was at the gym drunk, to be honest.
So considering what you were going through or still are, at what percentage did we see you tonight?
Actually, I don't know. I think I died 3 times trying to make weight because I've been drinking alcohol and you retain water. Also, I was dehydrated for 72 hours. But even on all of that, I kind of used to being in pain. So it doesn't hold me back. So I think that was 100% me.
Now, what is your immediate goal right now? Are you just going to push for that fight with Patty Juarez? You just want to rest a little bit and maybe get some things in order? What's your immediate focus?
Right now, I need to not be homeless. So I'm going to take like a couple of weeks. I already have some things lined up. The result of this fight was not going to change my plans. But now that I was able to come out victorious against all odds. Give me a new purpose in life. It's like it doesn't matter where you at, you can always come back up as long as you don't make excuses for yourself. Because I do have a lot of excuses to justify a loss tonight, and I'm glad that I don't need to use them.
You told us last time you still want to kind of bounce back and forth between different martial arts because you try to stay kind of diversify also your repertoire, right? But now being the champion, now having this belt around your shoulder, you just want to stay in bare knuckle and with BYB?
Oh, absolutely, because the thing is training for MMA, especially, most of the injuries happen in the gym. You're not even getting paid for them. It's the grappling and all the joint manipulation that comes with it. But boxing is so easy. Boxing without gloves is easier. If that was a boxing match with gloves, we would still be in there fighting. You know, bare knuckle is an easy sport to do. It's easy on your body. Yeah, you get a few cuts, but I mean, look at me. I'm still pretty. You know, it tells the story.
What legacy do you want to leave in the sport? How do you want people to remember Helen Peralta?
Someone who never gave up. I don't win all of them, but I never give up.
All right, Helen, congrats on this amazing title win tonight. I'm Christian with Bare Knuckle News, and I'm here with
Helen Peralta.
And nobody beats us to the punch.
Show me where you live at. St. Louis City, where I live at.